guys, my name is MK. I'm a nationally certified counselor and a licensed mental health therapist. I primarily work with teenagers 13 to 18, however, I have worked with patients of all ages before. So I've really wanted to do a YouTube channel for a long time now, talking about the struggle of mental health and talking about different skills, what works, what doesn't work, based on the feedback of my own patients. However, I've been really afraid to do a YouTube channel up until now. I've been afraid about what I'm going to look like on camera. Am I going to embarrass myself? Am I going to fail? And you know what? I'm still afraid. This is like my 80th take of 3 lines. However, I always tell my own patients that it's really important to go out and try new things and to take risks because that gives us purpose, and if we fail, that's what makes us human. And I would really be a hypocrite if I didn't take my own advice. So here we go. Here's my first video on my new channel. Clearly I'm not great at it yet, but I'm hoping that I will be able to get better with time. So for my first video, I wanted to focus on the stigma associated with mental health issues and mental illness. I liken it to having a physical health issue. For example, if I had diabetes, you probably wouldn't judge me for taking insulin that could potentially save my life. However, people with depression get judged for taking antidepressants, which also have the potential to be life-saving. Even people with chronic physical issues such as endometriosis or thyroid issues, things that don't present externally, run into the phenomena of people not believing that they're suffering because they can't see the cause of the suffering. Whereas if you had a broken arm, people would have no trouble believing you're in pain because they can see the cause of it. So a common way for people to become exposed to mental health issues is through entertainment and media. Common images that come to mind when people think of mental illness is padded walls, straitjackets, violence, and generally being unstable. Even addiction, which is considered to be a disease, common images that come to mind are lying, stealing, homelessness, and other really negative stereotypes. So these images are not indicative of a majority of mental illnesses. However, they are stemming from untrue stereotypes portrayed in entertainment and media. These stereotypes make it even harder for someone to disclose when they're struggling with mental illness for fear that they're going to become associated with these negative images. Even stereotypes that are not necessarily negative, such as depression being glamorous or you becoming cured once you meet someone and fall in love with them, lend to a skewed perception of what it's like to actually experience mental illness. Unfortunately, stigma and stereotypes are not going to go away overnight, and that's something that we need to accept. But change does start with you. Continue to educate people on the realities of mental illness, and you can start to make a difference. An exercise I often do with my patients is I have them write down one thing that they would want someone to know about mental illness. So if you have one thing that you would want someone that might not be educated on the subject to know about mental illness, write it in the comments section so we can continue the education. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to my first video. I was really nervous and I've been doing this for about 4 hours, so I'm sure I have about 100 takes of a 5-minute video. But it was a really great experience. I'm going to try to do videos every Monday to do like a mental health Monday. So if you have any questions you want me to answer or any future topics you want me to cover, leave it in the comments section and I'll do my best to respond to the questions in the next video. Thank you guys so much. I hope you practice a lot of self-care this week and I will see you next Monday.